and set your fitness tracker right now for high intensity interval training. And let's start in a nice wide second position and easy shoulder rolls. Yeah, nice and simple, good. Excellent job. And then let's reverse it. Bring it forward. Beautiful. All right, give me a nice big deep breath. Inhale and exhale, and let's do it again. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. And we're gonna paddle those arms around. Now, while I paddle, my palm is facing outside. I wanna pin my ribs down so that I'm not arching or twisting too much. Good, and I'm gonna bring it forward, leading with the thumb. Same thing, I wanna pin those ribs down. I'm already engaging that core before we get started. Yeah, all right, flap those wings out just a little bit and tap it side to side, little touch. Now, in Tabata, my favorite thing is that we don't have to be on the same rhythm for this. It's not like a pumped up strength, which we might do next month. Reach one up high, good. So stretch to the sky. Doesn't matter if you're on the same side as me. Yes, good. All right, we're gonna reach the arm across the body. Working at your tempo, and I'm just getting a nice twist to the rib cage. If you are new to Tabata, we're gonna work for 20 seconds and rest for 10 seconds, 8 rounds. Face the front, kick that heel to your rear right here. 8 rounds is 1 Tabata. We're gonna try to get through 7 Tabatas today. Remember, at any time, hydrate. You don't have to drink at a break. Bring those knees side and wide. Yeah, good job. And you can always rest one of those 20 seconds. If it's pushing a little too much, take a 20-second to just walk in place. Bring those knees to the front. If you're feeling good, feeling frisky, feeling strong, hit each 20 seconds with everything you've got. Maximal effort. Yeah. Good job. All right, let's slow it down. Arms straight out, little Frankensteins right here. I'm just lifting my leg. I'm not slamming it up there. Just a little lift, getting some movement through the hip. Tiny warmth through the hamstrings. Yes. All right, let's circle that knee. Circle it all the way around. Good job. Opening up that hip joint. Yes. Good job. Excellent work. All right, find your comfortable squat position, nice and slow right here. We're gonna go slow down 2 and up 2. Now, whatever that means for you. Maybe that's down 4, I don't know. Sometimes slower is harder. All right, if you can, pick up that tempo. We take it down and up. Yeah. And again, that tempo is up to you. Good. Let's add a calf raise up onto the balls of the feet. If you want to reach up high, just getting a little bigger dynamic through the body. Yes, you got it. Beautiful. Let's take it down whole at the bottom. This is where the love is. Pull the rib cage in, drive those hips back, gentle pulse right here. Give me 8 more. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest it out. Hands on the thighs, walk it out wider. Let's do a nice lateral lunge, driving those hips back behind you. Yes. Dynamic stretching, lengthening through the inner thigh. Beautiful. Excellent work. All right, bring it in and a little tap right here. Good. All right, boxer shuffle. Yep. Just getting a little heat going through the body. If you're in the mood, little bunny hops right here, warming up the feet and the ankles. All right, friends, your best 10 jacks. Ready, go. It could be here, 2, or here, 4. When you're done with your 10, walk it out. Grab a sip of water if you need it. All right, we are going to go into our first Tabata. The first Tabata is going to be core work. After that, we'll start to get that heart rate elevated a little bit more. We're going to start off with trunk rotations. I'm going to use a dumbbell. I'm kind of going medium today on my dumbbells. Sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to grab my dumbbell, lean back a little bit, rotate down by my hips. Now, this can be done and is very effective without bells, but if you want to add the dumbbell in there. After that, down dog. If you'd like to use dumbbells as wrist supports, you're welcome to. Otherwise, I'm gonna have my hands right underneath my shoulders, high plank. Push the hips back, down dog. Come back to the high plank. Try not to let the hips sink through. That's a good core exercise. It really starts to warm up the hips and the shoulder complexes as well. All right, I'm gonna get our timer started. I'll meet you on the floor. Trunk rotations are first. On your mark, get set, and go. Good. I'm twisting from side to side. Again, I'm leaving my weight or my hands down low by my hips. I'm not way up high. I don't want it to be an arm exercise. And if you need to take a break and do a few more, go for it. Just keep trying the whole 20. And rest. That's your buzzer for a rest. We're switching into that high plank to down dog. You got 10 beautiful seconds on your mark. Get set and go. High plank. Drive those hips back. What is your range of motion and speed? It does not have to match mine. Whatever you're in the mood for, however you're feeling this morning. Again, I could use my dumbbells under my wrist for a little wrist support, or under my hands for wrist support. Rest it out, friends. We're switching back over. Good. On your mark, get set, and go. Rotate side to side. Yes. Keep going. Leaning back as far as you can, but I have a long spine, so I'm not curved in. Good. Make sure you breathe and rest. Oxygen and muscles, they work well together, so try not to hold your breath when you're exercising. Here we go, high plank down dog. On your mark, get set, go. So this is our second round. We're gonna do 2 more rounds. Each Tabata has 2 exercises. So it will be that similar pattern, A, B, A, B. Feel those shoulders and the hip getting a little motion and recover. Nice. We're back into that trunk rotation. Good job. On your mark, get set and go. Kind of depends on what exercise we're doing. Sometimes the 20 seconds goes fast and sometimes it goes really slow. Good. Keep the abs in nice and tight. Good. You got it. Keep going. And recover. Flipping over. High plank down dog. If you're not liking one portion of that, right? On your mark, get set, go. You could hold the plank. You can stay in your down dog for a few moments if that's feeling nice to you. We want to activate the core and get it ready. Because no matter what we do, we want our core to be with us. Even if we're doing bicep curls and rest, the core needs to be a part of that. I always say it gets invited to the party all the time. First invite, core. On your mark, get set and go. Core's the most popular guy. Always gets invited. Lean it back. Abs are really strong. Yes. Nice long spine. Try not to hunker down. Yeah, proud chest like a happy bird. And recover. Awesome. All right. We have an owl. We're going out planks one more round. We have an owl in our backyard, and on the mark as I go, this cool weather that's popped in here, he puffs up. That's so big. Good. Hopefully you're feeling a little heat in the body, starting to get a little warmer. And rest. Good job. And we have a little break between the Tabatas, so this is when I'm going to tell you what's next. And what's next is our second Tabata, and we are doing squats and push-ups. Don't shut the computer off. Your squats can be weighted or not. You can goblet a bell, you can horizontal, you can hold 2 bells or no bells. I don't care. What I care about is that your form is nice and strong. I'm leading hips, knees and ankles, the back follows suit. Try to avoid bowing, right? So if I had Texas Longhorns written across my chest, I could still see it when I'm down, so I don't want to lean forward, all right? After that, push-ups. If you're a lover of push-ups like me, on your knees, on your toes, or even the tripod, do what you like and what feels good to you, and you can change it. You're not committed or locked in. If you're not a fan, go over onto your back with your bells, and we're gonna do just chest press, not just, but do chest press, working those same muscles. All right, grab that bell if you're using it. Here we go for those squats, friends. On your mark, get set, and go. I even gave myself extra time to talk today, and I still barely made it. Yeah. I'm the queen of over-explaining, so sometimes you can just, tune me out a little bit. Good. So you're working at whatever tempo is good for you. But I want to pay attention to the muscles, and when I come up, driving through the heels. Rest. Let's do those push-ups. I'm going to show you a few different options while you're working, but you do what works for you. On your mark, get set, go. So I can do push-ups on my toes. I can do them on 2 knees. 1 knee, right? That's kind of an in-between. I can do box push-ups. Bring my knees all the way under me. Try to lay your chest on the floor between your hands. Not literally, but that's the direction, right? And rest it out. We're coming up for the squats. So, Goldilocks yourself with what you did last time. With your weight, on your mark, get set, go. Was it too heavy, too light, or just right? What did it feel like to you? Because you can change. You can get rid of the weight, or you can add to it. That's my favorite thing to do. Let's go bigger. Good. I'm not a go big or go home girl though. And rest. I do believe in working where you are, because that's the only way you're going to get stronger. The go big or go home sometimes send you to bed rest for a while with an injury. On your mark, get set, go. And that's not going to help you get stronger. So your best push-ups, or you can also switch to the chest press. Same muscle group. And rest. And I'll show you the next round. If you do a chest press with a bridge, then you're also getting to work a little bit of the core. All right, here we go, friends. 3rd round. On your mark, as I go. Good. So working at your speed, your range of motion, and the load that feels good to you. Bodyweight squats are plenty effective, so don't feel like you have to load. Good. And if you have the 2, you can hold one on each side, or you can hold them up at the chest, wherever you're comfortable. Rest. All right. I'm going to do chest press this time. Do what you want to do. On your mark, get set, and go. So I have my regular chest press, but if I come up into a bridge, now I'm working my glutes and my core while I do it, which more closely emulates working the glutes and the core in a push-up. So it's nearly the same. And recover. The difference is you get to set what weight you're pushing, where when you're doing a push-up, you have your body weight, you'll get to change that. Here we go, squatting. On your mark as I go. This is our last round of these. You guys are doing amazing. Good. Keep going. Core is invited to this party. Don't forget all that core work you did at the beginning. You know where those muscles are. Yes. And rest. This is your last chance to do push-ups. I know. I know we're all happy. Secretly happy. On your mark, get set, go. Woo. And rest. Nice job. All right, we're gonna go into our next set, our next Tabata. And we're gonna go to some lunges. I'm gonna do reverse alternating lunges. You're welcome to do forward if you prefer them. Same as our squats. Load, single bell. A lot of people like 2 bells with lunges or no bells. But I'm reversing, staying on my train tracks, 1 leg back at a time. All right? I want to be on those train tracks. What you change, if you need to go a little lighter on your lunges is not the distance you step back, but the depth you go down. So I don't have to go down as far, but I don't want to step in closer because that puts a little bit more torque on the knees and we're not interested in that. Load those as you wish. After that, down low, I guess I could show you my weights. A hip hinge, just regular back rows. You can take one leg behind you and do back rows this way. If you don't have bells, that's my time. We're gonna make a Y, like YMCA, and you're gonna lift your thumbs to the sky and work some of those same muscles. That's a good one even without weight. Here we go, lunges, ready? On your mark, get set, go. So reversing lunges is my preference. I am fine if you want to do forward lunges, right? You can see where you're going. This one puts a little more energy in the knee. It's not bad, but if you're paying attention and wanting to keep those knees safer, reverse is a little more gentle. Rest. Let's go into that back row here. So I'm going to do the first one with bells. Do your Y raises if you don't have bells. A nice strong hip hinge. Now, my abs have to be invited to this party. They have to be the host. They are going to squeeze nice and strong to keep my back supported. I can take an offset stance. I can even take a long lunge. Both of those options give your low back more support. And recover. Nice. All right. We're back to those lunges again. Goldilocks. What you did last time. Too heavy, too light, just right. Ready and go. What did it feel like to you? Again, making sure we're on our train tracks as opposed to a tightrope, right? One behind the other. I want to be able to see both knees. If you can see yourself in the monitor or in a mirror or a window reflection, TV reflection, and rest. Face it for your lunges next time if you have that available where you are, so you can see. If you don't feel like you have a good awareness of it, it's nice to look at. On your mark as I go. So we're into these rows. Now, you know what position you need to take. I want you to squeeze the elbows past the rib cage as high as you can without putting your shoulders in your ears. We don't want to wear our shoulders as earrings. Squeeze those shoulder blades and recover. Good job. It looks fantastic from my perspective. I hope you're feeling good. Here we go back to those lunges again, Goldilocks, baby. On your mark, as I go. If I want to take it smaller, I just do a smaller range of motion, down and up. I don't do a smaller range of motion here. So I still step back big. I'm not going to go all the way down. All right? And rest. You got it. All right, let's go into those back rows. Shoulders back and down. Away from the ears. On your mark as I go. Row it in. Now, I always say kind of as if your elbows could graze the rib cage. Good. Squeeze. If you're doing the Y raises, those are really, really good body weight resistance exercises. And still kind of working the same muscles. Rest it out. We have one more round. Do this one. You guys are doing great. Give yourself a little pat on the back. You're doing fantastic. We're going, we're getting it. Here we go. Lunges, last round of these. I would say a lot of people, lunges are their least favorite thing as far as strength, lower leg strength training. But it's super important, as I fall over, that we work our body single leg unilaterally, because that's life, right? Rest. Unless you don't ever walk in your house, then you don't need to exercise it, right? All right, let's do these back rows again. On your mark as I go. Now, let those bells come down into a nice plumb line as opposed to pushing them forward. When I go forward, I add a little extra torque in that shoulder joint. Just let it come down, because this is a pull. Like I have two big buckets of water and I'm lifting them up. And recover. Beautiful, beautiful job. Now, here's what we're doing, friends. You did squats in something, you did lunges in something. We're going to kind of continue that pattern, but we're going to up the game a little bit. So this time we're going to walk our squats. So we're going to add movement to it. Squat, moving over 2 times, and then back 2 times. Same thing, load or don't load, your choice. What I want you to avoid is a lateral lunge or a little Michael Jackson business, okay? Make it a square squat, bring it in, square squat, bring it in. Nice and clean. After that, we're gonna do shoulder work. Single, single, double, double. In your brain, you grab these bells right here. I'll give you an option. Single, single, 2, and 2. Neutral, a little more gentle on shoulder, single, single, 2 and 2. Single, single, double, double. If you don't have equipment, we're going back to Jane Fonda, and these are burny, 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 little tiny. You're still gonna work those deltoid muscles, and you don't need bells to do it. You actually might be working harder than people with dumbbells, because those are mean, but they're fun. I mean fun, not mean. All right, here we go, walking squats. On your markers, go. Travel it over 2. Yep. Now, as you load a squat, you can gobble it like I showed you before. You can tube out here. You can tube out here. You can take it down. Yep, right in the center. Wherever you're comfortable, and rest. And hopefully you notice with that movement, you get a little bit higher intensity than the stationary squat. Here we go. On your mark, get set. Single, single, double, double. 1, and 1, and 2, and 2. You can take breaks anytime. You can also offset that stance. Single, single, double, double, if that feels better to your back. Keep going. Keep the ribs pinned down so you don't open them when you go overhead. Yeah, rest. Beautiful. All right, walking squats. Are y'all ready? On your mark, get set, and go. Straight down, straight up. Yes. Yeah. So we get all of our regular strength going here, but we're also working a little bit deeper into the outer hip and thighs. Those abductors, glute medius, as the cool people say, gluteus medius. But if you're in the gym, you're gonna go glute medius. Rest, just so that you're cool for all the people. Rest it out. Here we go, shoulders. Goldilocks the shoulders. Ready, and go. Good. Your stance is however you want. Just make sure I'm not pushing my ribs forward. All right, my Jane Fonda friends, right here. Do 1 Tabata forward and 1 Tabata backward. And again, holy moly, these are wicked. I love them. Rest. She was ahead of her time, right? Oh yeah. Trying to decide what's next. All right, here we go. Squats. Walking squats, friends. On your mark, good to go. You do know I had a Jane Fonda leotard, I'm just saying. Keep going. And leg warmers, but who's telling secrets around here? Come on. Keep going. And rest. You guys look amazing. Shoulders, however you want to work them. On your mark, get set, and go. Single, single. Now, I like the open like this. I like this. But again, the neutral, you're still working, but it's a little more gentle on that joint. And so it might feel better to you. Yeah. Watch those ribs, watch those ribs. And rest. And then I want you to bring it in narrow to deload. Yeah, I should have said that, 4 minutes ago. Here we go, walking squats. On your mark, get set, and go. Yeah, good. Excellent job. I can feel this, I hope I'm not alone. Good. And rest it out. One more round of those shoulders. Again, Goldilocksing. How are you feeling? Too heavy, too light, just right. Pay attention. On your mark. Sit and go. If you're doing Jane Fonda, change your forward and backward a little bit so it's not the same every time. Yeah, good. And they might feel different too. Ribs are tacked down, pin them down. Woo! Look at that, you guys are lifting heavy. I love it. Moving big things and rest, deload neutral. I love it. All right, guys, so with our lunges, we're gonna make them more dynamic as well on this one. So I'm gonna do pass-through lunges, but I do have an option for my friends that don't like forward lunges. So when I pass through, I'm gonna take a balance element to it. I'm gonna take one leg forward, I'm gonna balance, then I'm gonna take it backward and balance. You can tap, forward, tap, backward, tap. If you don't like forward lunges at all, I love it. You're just gonna do the same leg over and over. Reverse lunge, balance, reverse lunge, balance, or reverse lunge, tap. You still have the tap option, all right? So I wanna get that same leg is the biggest point of that. So you can go all back or forward back. You're gonna find balance, so we're gonna invite the core to that party. After that, biceps. Single, single, double, double. Single, single, double, double. Are you all ready? Finish in time. We got 6 seconds. What are we doing? Pass through lunges. I'm gonna go on my true right first. I'm not mirroring you. On your mark, get set, go. So I'm taking it forward. I'm gonna balance as long as I can. Balance is something I'm working on. I'm not great at it anymore. And balance, even if you have good balance, you have good days, bad days, always tap it in. Don't drive yourself crazy. And rest it out. Beautiful. All right, let's get those beautiful biceps out there. So I'm gonna do standard. You can do hammer. I'll show you those. Single, single, double, double. So 1 and 1, and then we're gonna do 2 twos. 2 twos. All right, you can also do hammer curl. Single, right? So this is a little, I think these are a little easier, but I have clients that'll say the opposite. So choose what works for you. Still keeping those ribs engaged. My biceps, of course, are invited to that party. My belly is invited to that party, and it's the host for this one. I'm going on left. On your mark, get set, go. So I have forward, whoop. Making sure I hit some. Yes. Good. Now, I also want y'all to think about any questions, because when we're finished and rest, if you have a few moments, we can chillax, dry our sweat off, and talk for a second if you have questions about anything. On your mark, get set and go. Single, single, double, double. Yep. Nice. I like it. Yes. Keep going. Pull the rib cage in. You can work on your abdominals just standing here. You don't have to be doing an ab exercise. And recover. And we need our abs to be strong when we're just not we need them to be strong for our daily life. All right, I'm doing my right as I mirror you, forward to back. Pass through lunges. If I have space, I will. Good. Yes. Nice. Laura, I am loving your disco light. I'm gonna have to get that from you. That is so fun. And rest. Good job. All right, we're back to those biceps again. You got it, friends. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. Single, single, double, double. Yeah. I like this. It gives, especially if you're trying to lift a little bit heavy, you get a tiny break built in, but then you get to really push it right here, right? Good. Keep going. I'm going medium today. I just didn't want to embarrass myself in front of you. Rest. All right, we're going pass through lunges. I'm going on my left as I mirror you. On your mark, get set, and go. But again, if you don't like that forward lunge, go reverse to knee or reverse to tap. Yep. No reason to put yourself in harm's way. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Right? And you're the only one that knows that. And rest. Biceps are next. And I'm going to say, in anybody's class, in any gym, spa, video, whatever, on your mark, as I go, it doesn't matter what they say. If it does not feel good to your body, you know that. No, that teacher does not know what you feel. I do not know what you feel. The weights I'm lifting right now might be super heavy for somebody in my class, and they might be super light for somebody. I don't know what you feel. And I don't know your injuries, right? Rest it out. And your teacher doesn't. So, generally, some people I know, right? But you do what works for your body. All right, friends, we are going to do one of my favorites, inchworms. I'll give you options. So I'm going to stand at the end of my space, and I'm going to make sure I have a clear space. Either bend the knees or try to keep them straight for a little extra hamstring stretch, but you're welcome to bend them. I'm going to touch the floor. So this is with bent knees. I'm going to walk myself out at whatever pace you want. Land at your high plank. Try not to push through. And then I'm going to bring them back in. So I can do that with bent knees and stand up. I can try straight legs. The difference is a little extra hamstring stretch right there. If you have any low back things going on, don't do the straight leg when you come up. You can go the straight leg when you go down. After that, we're going to hit those triceps. We're going small in our muscles, from big to small. I'm going to do kickbacks. Pardon my buns. Single, single, double, double. I can also do the offset. If you don't like kickbacks, you can do overhead extensions. If you have a place to do dips, you can do those. Let's inchworm and we'll talk about that in a minute. Ready? On your mark, get set, and go. So, I kind of do in between straight legs and bent legs. I have soft, what I call soft knees. But, for my more flexible friends on the screen, and rest. Get those hamstrings stretched out. All right, so tricep kickbacks. I'm going to get you guys started, and then I'm going to do some options. So I'm right here. Sorry for facing back. Single, single, and then I do two. It's almost like I'm pushing my pinkies to the ceiling, keeping those elbows behind my ribs. You can also do here, or you can just do a one bell right there. All right, an overhead tricep extension. You can be on the floor and do dips on your bells or on a sturdy piece of furniture. Here we go, inchworms. On your mark, get set, and go. All right, so if your wrists are like, I don't like that move, grab those bells and keep them in place. I'm supporting my wrist. I'm going to walk my feet out, and then I'm going to walk my feet in and stand up. So I'm walking my feet out and back in and rest. If that hurts your wrist to do that, we want to protect the wrist. All right, you can do one bell or two kickbacks. I'm just showing you another example. So this is not going to be a single, single, double, but overhead for you guys that have one bell, right? And here, same thing as the shoulders. I want to keep my ribs tacked down. Yes, yes. And recover. Good job. All right. Here we go, friends. Inchworms. On mark, set, go. If you have those hand supports that are called perfect push-ups, you can actually walk them out and keep the wrist protected, but not everybody has those available. And recover. Good job. All right, back to those triceps. I'm going to do kickbacks. You guys choose which way you want to do it. On your mark, get set, and go. Single, single, double, unless you're doing one bell, right? You can't do that. Good. And recover. All right, we have one more set of that, friends, and you know what? We only have one Tabata left after this. You are almost there. You should be so proud of yourself. On your mark, get set, and go. Even if you watch the whole time, you still should be proud of yourself. You got up. You're facing the day. With a dazzling smile. Do y'all remember the Pearl Drops? Rest. The Pearl Drops toothpaste, my friends over 40. All right, here we go. Tricep kickbacks, one more round. On your mark, get set and go. Single, single, double, double if you're doing the kickbacks. Other variations, right, you're gonna do something a little different. Good. Now, I just caught myself looking down. If you're in a hip hinge, you wanna keep that neck in line with your spine. That's not good for our neck to lean it down. And recover. Congratulations! You made it to the final Tabata. Now, for my Tabata people, you know My last Tabata always ends with mountain climbers and something. Today our and something is going to be hip bridges. There's an intentional reason for how I pair these together. With or without wrist support, you're on the floor and you can lift one leg at a time or you can run one leg at a time. You can also, especially if you have long legs, you can elevate yourself on a sturdy piece of furniture, I don't know how it's on the camera, and run it out here. I use my push-up bars to support my wrists in this. So you can use dumbbells as well. That's one. After that, we're going to do hip bridges. You're just going to flip around, hands on the floor, press those shoulders down, heels are close to my buns, and I'm going to lift up and down, squeezing my glutes and my hamstrings. We'll talk more about that, but if that bothers your knees, play with the distance of your feet. We'll talk more. All right, let's get ready for these mountain climbers. This is everybody's favorite. You got to wait for this. On your mark, get set, and go. So I can do this low impact, and it is still high intensity. So I'm still working really hard, but without impact. Or I can add a little pop to it, right? And you can go way faster. So I can work on my shoulders right above the hands. And rest. All right, we're flipping over to that bridge. So in this first round, we're just getting to know these exercises. Press those shoulders into the floor. Ready and go. So I'm just lifting. You guys that want to take it into a single leg, if you've been there, done this, go for it. For the rest of us, play with the distance. Maybe your heels need to be farther away. Maybe they need to be closer. If it hurts your knees, because this should not hurt your knees. And rest. Beautiful job. All right, mountain climbers. We're going again. You can always sit out a mountain climber if you need to. Go. Don't rest. No more resting. Go. You can ask anybody that's been Tabata with me for many years. These will get easier, and it's an excellent way to go, hey, look, I used to only be able to do 2 and have to sit out a 20 and rest, and now I can do 4. And so you'll see how you will grow with that and get better and stronger. It's kind of fun. All right, bridges. If you are doing go, 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 if you're doing a single leg, obviously you're going to switch legs each round. Now, when we do our mountain climbers, we are contracting the front side of our body. Hip flexors, quads, core, front of the core. When we do bridges, we're lengthening the front side of the body and contracting the back side of our body. So these two things, rest and switch, fit together so nicely to me. You have a lengthening and a contracting of opposing muscles, and I love it. On your mark, hips, and go. We don't want to work too much imbalance, right? You don't want to work just right here. This is just the front of my body. My shoulders, my chest, my abs, my hip flexors, my quads, and my heart. And rest. And the rest of me, the back of me is kind of stretched out. Now I'm going to flip it. Ready? On your mark, get set, go. Now I'm working my hamstrings and my glutes. And if I press my shoulders down on the floor, I'm also working that upper back. So I'm getting the posterior chain here, completely opposite. Nose to the sky, don't crunch that neck up. And recover. All right, guys, how are y'all doing? Are we doing all right out there? You have one more round. This is your last round of Tabatas. On your mark, get set, and go. Beautiful, beautiful. Come on, pay attention. What are all those muscles we just talked about? All on the front side. You don't have to know the muscles. What does it feel like? At my shoulders, at my tummy. You don't have to know the names. And rest. The front of my thighs, right? You just need to know what's that area I'm working. Now I'm going to flip it. And again, what am I working? It doesn't matter what they're called. Do you feel the back of your thighs? Do you feel your butt? We all know what a butt is, right? Good. I like to drive through those heels to get a little extra oomph. I like that. Pressing those shoulders down, opening the chest, and contracting those rhomboids. And recover. That was our corner celebration. That's my favorite part of class. All right, right where you are, bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Bring those knees in a circle. A couple right, left, and a couple left, right. Just little circles, kind of massaging that low back. All right, now I'm gonna rock myself head to tail, getting a little massage on the outside of my spine, and then roll yourself all the way up on like the third or fourth round, or whenever you feel like you get enough momentum to get up there. All right, friends, let's flip around. I'm gonna go onto my knees. If that is not comfortable to you on the surface that you have, you can double, quadruple up your mat to cushion your knees. You can get a sofa pillow, a balance pad, anything like that. But I'm on my knees to start. I'm gonna take one leg out to the front, and I'm gonna lean into it for a nice stretch. Now, just like we talked about in those mountain climbers, we contracted the front of our legs. So I'm gonna focus on the back leg, the front of my back leg, and press through, excuse me, to stretch out that hip flexor and quadricep. We use this in our squats, we use it in our lunges, we use it in our inchworms, we use it in our mountain climbers, we use them a ton. And then drive your hips backwards, reach to the floor, and then try to straighten that leg out. If you can't straighten it, that's okay, go where you can. Once you get that leg straight, if this is easy for you, I want you to contract your quadricep, get some of that opposing muscle activation to deepen the stretch for that hamstring. Good, bring it back up, and I'm gonna go to a 90-degree angle here. Put my opposite hand, I'm gonna face y'all, but stay wherever you are. Opposite hand goes on the outside of the knee, and I'm gonna take my other arm and I'm gonna open and twist back. When I twist back, if it doesn't bother your neck, I want you to look all the way and go as far as you can. If it bothers your neck, keep it forward and just open up through the chest and the shoulder without involving your neck. Bring it back to the front. I'm gonna face you again. Same arm as leg. I'm gonna reach my opposite arm up. Now before I tip, I wanna lengthen from my middle finger up here to my knee as tall as I can be, and then I wanna stretch over. Oh yeah, that's a lovely feeling. Shake it out, and we're gonna switch legs. So, other leg, just push it out in front of you and lean into it. You wanna try to keep that knee behind your front toe. There is a place and a reason to stretch deeper here, but that's not what we're doing today, and I usually only do that when I'm one-on-one with somebody, because it could be dangerous if you don't do it properly. So, to get a deeper stretch in that back leg, contract your back booty, and you'll feel a deeper stretch in that hip flexor and quad. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. All right, drive those hips back. Take that leg as straight as you're able to. Again, if this is real easy for you, contract your quadricep. You want to activate it, and you'll feel a deeper stretch to that hamstring. Good. Bring it back up into that 90-degree. Opposite hand goes across the knee, and I'm going to open up. Try not to wear that shoulder as an earring. Drive that shoulder downward, and if you can look at it, if you can't, keep that head straight. Good. Bring it back. Same arm as leg. Did I say marm? Anyway, I meant arm. Reach the other arm straight to the sky. Get long, and then take it over. Oh, mamma mia, that feels good. And then bring it all up. You can use this leg to stand all the way up nice and tall. We have our little Tabata reverence, if you will, and nice big deep breath. Inhale. Oh, big exhale. And friends, you are done.